is the African American Network. We are tuned in. I just want to say hello to everybody first. And I want to say welcome to tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with global reach. And we all like to wish everyone a happy New Year's. I'll let it go by. Let Denise start, and she want to give y'all some prayer or something because we know everybody need it for this new year. Go ahead, Denise.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say Happy New Year, and
Just
I
say
hope
hello, happy
everybody
New
had a
Year's to
great
everybody.
holiday season and prosperous New Year ahead. Happy New Year.
Okay. All right, Vonda.
Happy New Year, everyone. And I hope and pray that this year will be the most prosperous year that you've had thus far. And I wish you many blessings to you and your family.
Well, that was
Okay,
really,
Big
really
Money.
nice. That was really, really nice of y'all. I like to say Happy New Year to everybody as well. I follow suit. Happy uh, past J5 to the members of the noble clan of Kappa Alpha Psi. I'm sure my brother there will go into that a little bit later on. But big ups to TAN TV for a very prosperous 2024 coming on. Okay. Yo, yo.
Here we go. Here
Mm,
we go. But before I
go, go.
started, I want everybody know how Vonda came in all sweet and sexy. Says, "Hello, I want to thank
Not me.
you."
And I came
All
in
right.
like Teddy girl. Hey girl, you
Anyway,
you got
so before we get started on our topic, I thought we'd just shout out a little bit. We can start out with J5. For the people who don't know what J5 is, that's Kappa Alpha Psi's Founders Day. That's when we was founded back in 1911. So on that date, so we always every year, if you ever see a bunch of pretty grown men out there, we ain't pretty boys no more. Well, it is pretty, but most of us is grown men. So that had a great time out here in Empire out here in California. Uh, the chapter, San Bernardino chapter showed out. So I like to give them a ride, and I appreciate Riverside chapter, Irvine chapter, and the Temecula chapter for showing up. They all showed up and give us support. So I want to say hello to all those people too. Next, Henry, you go ahead and give your shout out to that. And I don't know if the ladies, did y'all go out or did y'all stay at home on J5?
I
Uh-oh.
was
Go
at
ahead,
home.
Henry.
No, you said ladies, sir.
Were you at home? Oh, I said then the ladies after you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
I thought I
I
did.
actually stayed in, my brother. I stayed in on actual J5 day, man. The local undergraduate chapter here at Beta Mu did and rented an Airbnb the day after, and man, we had a very good time there. About 40 brothers showed up, had a good time, and just a real good time. The
Mm-hmm.
wife went out with me. It was good to get her out of the house to change her environment for a little bit. But had a good time, man. It's very, very nice, man. I'll be celebrating with her on the 13th of January, the Founders Day for Delta Sigma Theta. So we'll be doing that together.
Yeah, I'll be celebrating that. Okay, we got Jacqueline just came on, Felicia's on, and Lakeisha's on. Or Keisha, she dropped a love in it. So
Hey,
everybody's watching.
Hey,
Um, so the biggest question I got that I just want to make a statement about is first of all, I want to make a statement that I really think that needs to be said. You know, I was watching TikTok and I saw a lot of videos about people talking about the Israel war and the war in Ukraine, and something touched me. And I'm thinking, we can send billions of dollars over to help those people over there. And those are white nations. I'm not being racist. I'm just being honest because the next part I got to say. And they will not forever give any kind of reparation or any kind of just saying, hey, thank you, black people. I know you did y'all wrong, but thank you. Even that. And I know we have to pay our taxes, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. We send all that money to those two countries and other countries, that are in famine or whatever, but we don't do nothing for even the poor white people in America. They don't even help them out. So I think America, I mean, I think whichever president wins should stop sending money overseas to until we get here people here help. So that's all I can say. So with that being said, uh Henry, well, Vonda, what happened to Denise? Did she disappear again?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, I
But
know what happened. She
I
she
like
had to go
I
put
like
some more makeup on so she is beautiful as Vonda.
there you go. I'd like to say one thing, Terry, real quick about what you just said, my brother.
Uh-huh.
This country's been doing that for years. You look at the Vietnam War situation, my brother. We
Mm-hmm.
go up, we blow Vietnam up, and then we start putting monies in back into Nam, uh, and America dollars and stuff like that has rebuilt the countries. Korea, we did the same things, man.
Yes.
That's why Korea split north and south and all of that. And then when they have a revolution on this grounds here in America, the North versus the South, and that's not going to happen. We're not going to see any changes until we address that stuff, man. We still have people right here in this country sleeping under bridges, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very, very sad. It really is. So
That's Felicia just said that. She says, yet we still have a bad homelessness problem here in America, and we still sending money away. And the bad thing about it is all those people that are homeless at some time pay taxes. So if you're paying your taxes, you should get something back from the government that's doing you down. What's up, Mr. Egan's? How you doing, Ray? So I agree with Felicia. Oh,
Yeah.
JP's watching. What's up, JP? You remember JP, don't you, Henry?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Phi Beta
Absolutely.
Sigma? Sir,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir. So I didn't understand that at all. I just didn't understand that at all. I didn't understand, and I don't understand the thing going on with the what do you call him, president, because it was just too much, man. It's just too much with all the stuff that he's got going on his plate, and he's still talking about he's not liable. Now, I'm not going to get into the economics and the politics of the whole thing, but I just want to say one statement, and I'm sure y'all agree. If Obama did some crap like that, he'd have been in the penitentiary the next day.
Most
If
definitely.
he'd have did an insurrection, then turned around and stole all those documents, you know, they're not his. If he'd have turned them back in when they asked him, been fine. If he'd have did that, and plus called all those people in all those, at least those two states, Michigan and Detroit. I mean, Michigan and Georgia. Wow, what would have been said? Obama would have been in jail. So that leads me right back to the main question: why? I mean, I'm not saying that we should get tons of money, but I think black people need reparation. And I don't care if they talk about you got to prove you got ancestor of slave. Shit, all you gotta do is look at us. Just look at us. Tell you what, when them people over from those foreign countries, especially those like Germany and all those places that come here when they were refugees, or the ones from just this. Let's bring it up to date. The ones from Ukraine, they come over here, they get Medicare and they get Social Security money. And not give that to the homeless people. Shame on you, America. Shame on you. It's nothing to do with race. It's nothing to do with anything. But shame on you. Then you talking about you got a bad thing with the people coming across the border. Only thing I can say about people coming across the border, you need to do it a little bit better. You need to screen them because every last one of those persons that's crossing that border is not a good person. And every last one of them is not seeking asylum. Some of them could be seeking to blow us up. So, Mr. President Joe Biden, I'm not a Trump fan, but I think you need to put a cap on that thing and get it straightened out before we go crazy. Because it's a movie. Then we'll go into some fun stuff. It was a movie on Netflix. Oh God, I'll tell you what it is. Hold on, you got to watch it if you haven't watched it because it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's called Leave the World Behind on
Sure.
Netflix. If
Yeah.
you haven't
Yeah.
seen it, Watch. That's a good. That's a,
Yeah, I saw that.
that's a
That
good
is
movie.
good.
All right. So let's talk about some fun stuff now. I didn't preach my preach. So how was everybody's New Year's? Did everybody have a good New Year's? And producer try to find Denise and bring her back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Vonda.
No, I didn't do much. I had planned to do the watch night service, but it didn't turn out that way. But I stayed home and did some things around the house, and then just had a quiet new year coming in as usual. So that's what I did. I was just grateful and thankful to be in the number.
Well,
That's good. That's good.
hello, Miss
I
Carter. She
actually,
just signed though. Go ahead, Henry. I'm
I
sorry.
actually celebrated with family. I had my uncle Nearest over, and his brother Jack Daniels,
Yeah.
and Johnny Walker visited too. So we had a good time, man.
I think they flew out here and hung out with me for a minute. I didn't
Y'all
go
got
out
some
either.
bad uncles.
Uh,
Hey, Carolyn.
I,
She
I
said
just
hello.
I'm just saying, hey, I'm just real. Them fools out there. First of all, they got too many checkpoints. I'm not condoning drinking, but no matter how good your habits are, how strong you're gonna be, when you get out there and you're out with your friends, your people, you're gonna have one, maybe two. And by the time you figure it out, you done had three or four. By the time you realize you need to cut it off. So I just stayed home. I woke up right before the ball dropped. I think I sent out text messages to everybody that I put my pajama, got out my chair, get up, put my pajamas on, and went to bed. So that's what New Year's is to me, But I think it's better. I'm hoping America turns the corner and do some of the things, or do all the things we talked about earlier, you know, in the show.
Mhm.
So, all right. We got anything else? Denise is not here, so I didn't want to. I was still trying to wait for her before we got started. So the
She
side
might be
chick,
with her
man,
side. She might be with her
that's
side piece right
There
now.
we go.
you know
Denise
what?
might be with her
I was,
side
I
piece.
was maybe both of them. Who knows? Who knows about these? She could be
There
having
it,
two
there it
of
is.
them over there. Denise is a bad woman.
That's a whole piece
Jacqueline,
there.
she's Happy New Year and Happy Founders Day to the noobs. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much.
Hey, Jackie.
But yeah, man, I was kind of go ahead. You never know about them redheads. They say this is the year of the redhead. We only got one redhead on here, and she kind of disappeared. So, but don't worry, Henry. I'm sure we're gonna get it when she come back.
You know it. Wait for it.
Okay, just wait for it.
Our
Oh, it's gonna
Arsenio
come.
Hall,
It's gonna come.
Arsenio Hall said it best. Things to make you say,
Mm. Well, hello, Laura. Hello, Laura. How you doing?
Hey,
Before
Miss
we go,
Laura.
this, I gotta answer that. I know I'm gonna ask it. Give me a minute. I'll go early into the. Maybe she'll go early into the break. We'll go into the break if the commercial comes back and we're not there. Then I know you backstage, Denise. And then, but what did y'all think about when we was talking earlier about Williams on Shay Shay? What did you see it, Henry?
oh, most definitely, man. I got mixed emotions about it, dude. Cat is my guy. Cat tells it like it is. He don't hold back no punches. I went back and watched the 2.5-hour show. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of the things I think was out of bounds that Cat talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because
the booty busted. I'll say it. The booty busted.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That was tough there, man. But that was amazing. That was amazing. And if anybody have not seen it, I definitely would go back and ask you to go back to watch that, man, because Cat was Cat.
I didn't see the whole thing, but I'm gonna go back and watch finish it.
Mm-hmm. It's on YouTube. You can catch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the hottest thing on the internet right now. I think it's not Trump.
I think so.
Because
everybody's talking about
the things he was saying. First of all, the things he was saying first about Steve Harvey and Cedric. I hate to say it, I hate to say it, part like that, but it's true. It's true. Cat went right back and showed Cat's doing his thing with the little car, talking about with the cigarette in his mouth, Bubblicious or whatever, Bubblicious, and then turned right back around and Steve stole. No, that was Cat. Steve stole Bubblicious from the guy on a TV show. Well, he's a comedian.
Yeah,
played little ball, Mark Curry or something like that. Was it
Mark Curry? That's it, Mark Curry.
Yeah, they stole that from him, and then so man, I mean, Bernie Mac said it best on the very first Kings of Comedy. Don't tell your jokes around comedians because they will steal your crap, and they sure did because they stole it.
Right.
The bad thing about it, they tried to say they didn't steal it, and then the internet is amazing. People can find anything, and they paste it on there. And there they was doing the same thing, and I was like, man, I was kind of disappointed because they're supposed to be the Kings of Comedy, but they had everybody talking about it. Ice Cube, everybody. So I'm gonna take a break since we ain't got the commercial. Thank everybody for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with a global reach. This is Out of Bounds with myself, T-Rex, Vonda, Big Bank, and the Redheads, because Redheads are hot. In 2024. That's what the word says on the internet. So Denise must have disappeared to cool off a little bit because she's back again. So Denise, before we go to Father, did you got anything to say about? Did you see that Cat Williams thing?
I didn't see it all. I saw some of it where he was talking about Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer and how he was supposed to be on the show with them and stuff. And I saw some of it. And how he was talking about what happened, that's not the way it was, and all that. I saw some of it.
Well, I'll tell you,
it's all over the internet.
He was talking about wearing. I always want a brother to get into Hollywood good. You got to wear a dress. I thought that was a little wild. And then when he said that Harvey Weinstein wanted to do in front of everybody, I'm not gonna say we'll just give initials for grown folks. BJ. That's a little too much to say in front of people. And I don't know if y'all been following because I was following. It rolled over to Puff Daddy. Did y'all hear about Puff?
Yeah.
I'm not saying none is true. I'm just saying what's on the internet. I'm just passing information. I am not the source. I'm just passing in information. Me and TAN TV are not liable what's coming out of my mouth. Just want y'all know that. Did y'all hear that?
Well, Dave Chappelle. No. What?
Go ahead.
No, I didn't hear about that. No, tell us about Puff.
No, go ahead. Tell me about Dave Chappelle. Go ahead.
No, tell us about Dave Chappelle. You were talking about, Cat Williams was talking about how they want men to dress like women. Dave Chappelle talked about that some years ago, how in Hollywood that he would not subject himself to doing that, where a lot of men like Wesley Snipes and some other men, they always want the black men to wear the skirts, but he was like he wouldn't do it.
Tyler Perry, Martin Lawrence,
all of those. He just refused to do
it. He was talking about it, but we bring up Puff is because I know what's happening in House Bros. But I don't.
No, you good.
So I don't. I have. Okay. So a Puff has been tackling his homeboys. Huh? Am I still frozen? Am I okay?
But we can
hear I think you. I think you're delayed.
Yeah. What you mean? What do you mean?
So, so homeboy was doing some buck today. What Master would do to the strong black dude there, strip him up, pull his pants down, and let the homosexual slave owner tackle him from behind. I just couldn't believe Puffy was doing stuff like that.
Well,
did y'all hear that?
What's the white comedian? What's the white comedian's name? Gary Owens. Yeah. Gary Owens said that he was propositioned Gary Owen said that he was propositioned on the casting couch. And of course, he didn't go for it. So he said that what Cat made his statement that was true. That kind of stuff does go on. So, but it's amazing, man. So some things people will do for success.
Now, just because we got two ladies here, I'm gonna bring this up. That's been happening, but ladies, it's probably been happening y'all from day one. You know what I'm saying? From day one, that's probably been happening to actresses and anybody else, singers and all that stuff.
Hollywood is.
I guess all money ain't good money.
Hollywood is a beast. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go ahead, Andrew. No, go ahead.
I was agreeing with Vonda, man. Hollywood is a beast. If you succumb to that, man, you got to have values and morals, and you got to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody came to me and said, "Hey, Henry, I'm gonna give you $1 million if you do this," bruh, I'm gonna stay broke and poor. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to put my standards like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cut like that.
Yeah. You got to still maintain.
I just tell everybody, man. I think that I mean, honestly, I ain't got offered $1 million. I don't think none of that from me is worth $1 million, so I ain't worried about it. But $5 ain't happening. $10, anything in less than at least 10 million ain't happening. I could 10 million, I can move to another state. No, I'm just playing. But the truth of the matter is, it shouldn't come to that. It shouldn't come to that. I mean, I just can't see why he's not a slave. His manhood just to prove that you got something on him. So I think it's gonna get a lot more people work with that being said and those things be coming up. Felicia said that to me as African American people, they have to they shouldn't have to do that, like you said. So and then I'm sure that's not what Craig. She wanted to say biatch, but so let's talk about side pieces, chicks, dudes, whatever you want to call them. Love and the first date, still on that FICA score, so nobody don't scream in and cut me off. I was still screaming on that FICA score, and I just think that we can go ahead. So, oh my gosh. So I believe the next thing, what I don't want to call it a piece. We'll say a side relationship in case there's children watching. I should understand one thing about that. You should keep that in your place. That's the big thing. If you are a side piece or you have one, either which side of the fence you're on, you should keep that to yourself, and act appropriately because you're going to homes. Mm-hmm. But with that being said,
that's true.
Boy, that ratio is getting higher up there, and the more pennies you have in your pocket, the higher your ratio goes. So it's hard. It's hard, as my friend would say at the gym. It's hard being a pimp. Pimping ain't easy because it's hard. It's hard. You can't say no to everybody. So I'm sure that's how you get caught up. So, but that's just crazy. Go ahead, Denise, since you're gonna be hot. They said on the internet, redheads are hot for 2020.
So that means that. So that means that I'm a side piece because I'm redhead.
No. I was just since you was hot.
Okay.
I'm not taking Henry. Look, I'm not taking Henry's place.
You think I would be a side chick because I'm a redhead? But no.
That's what I said. They was on the internet. They just said this is the year of the redhead. And now you don't.
Okay.
I'm the only one on here that got here. It's just yours happen to be red, so we know you about to make the year pop off. So, when you get all your side pieces lined up, you know,
I don't have any side. No, I don't have any side pieces lined up or anything like that. But I just think that, you know, like you said, when people go out to be side chicks or side pieces or whatever, you need to be cautious about your home, you know, what your home, your partnership with whoever you're with, because you have to take that in consideration, because like the program is about, sometimes, you know, feelings get involved in, you know, being those the side chicks and pieces. Feelings get involved, and then things get to happening, and then the other partner finds out that you got a side chick and all this, and it can get ugly.
I've been watching a lot of Tubi movies, and it has that same plot with
you know,
side chicks.
I hate to say
all that,
but I'm thinking some of these side pieces could be men on men. If you live in Atlanta, I was talking to one of my frat brothers that came up from Atlanta for J5. He came out here, not up, but came out here, and he was saying that, you know, women down in Atlanta, they worried about, well, really his date was, she said, I don't know if that was his wife or his date, and I'm not gonna call it name just in case he was his side piece, but both of them was telling me that the dudes down there is what you got to watch out for in Atlanta, being side pieces. And I
can see that.
You know, I forgot
exactly.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
So I mean, that's kind of bad, because that cuts down the population of men for the women.
Yeah,
you know.
So, and it's sad that you always have to just be so cautious and wondering if they're, as they used to say, down low, and have another whole nother family, or having a relationship with another man. And it's tricky out here, and that's why I'm just not all into it. I'm just, because you just don't know, because people aren't honest. They're not honest about their lifestyles. They're not honest about their life, period. And so it's really unfortunate when you find yourself in a situation like that, and then in the end you realize. And then there's you know, there's HIV out there. There's just a lot of things, you know,
diseases,
right, that comes into play. And so you just really have to be careful. You just really do.
Yeah, you ain't, you know, taking diseases home to your other half. Well, if I didn't have, you've been with somebody, you know, and that causes a whole nother situation, you know, with, you know, STDs and stuff like that. So,
and it's sad that you can't tell. I mean, a lot of times you can't tell if a person, I mean, if a person, especially a man, I mean, if they're so slick with it, and that it's just so undercover that it's hard to tell. It really is hard to tell who's what.
What's up? Got a frat brother Cole just came on. What up, man? If y'all on the page right here, if y'all got something that y'all want to add to it, what's up, brother Martin? Just say it, and we'll read it off our script and something talk about it. So if you got a question on our Facebook, put it on, type it on the screen, and we'll read it and we'll put it out there. So, yep, Happy New Year, Nuke. Happy New Year, Happy J5. So what did you think about that?
Hey Terry, is Miss Laura on? Is Miss Laura watching, Terry?
I saw her say Happy New Year earlier.
Yeah, Miss Laura from high school, she's watching. She's watching. She said, okay, she said Happy New Year. I said it earlier.
Okay. If Miss Laura is on, just since we're talking about side chicks and side dudes and all that, I tried to go on the Good Doctor show.
Commercial.
She didn't let me on her show, man. So I'm just gonna tell the Good Doctor, if you're scared, go to church. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Church ain't got nothing to do with it.
Them damn nukes. I just can't get what they just bad. They
commercial. Commercial.
Coming.
Yeah.
Commercials coming. Okay, Here we go.
Big Dog Picks. Let's get it! Match up for the week, here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned, Drone about to tell.
Ooh, Drone be pimping, man. He got a little radio stand going too. Drone be getting down, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my little niece. Hello, Miss Egan's. How you doing? She's watching too. Laura said hi again, Henry, but I think you had the wrong Laura. That's the Laura from high school, not the Laura on the station.
Oh, I'm talking about Miss Laura. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm sure she got it because I'm sure she was watching because she didn't let you on. Maybe she was we was doing that thing. Maybe she just played pimping. You know.
I think that's what it was.
What's up? So yeah, Daryl said, yo, what's up, money? But man, it's that download stuff that makes you nervous, even if you cheating or got a side woman, because and they got a husband that's on the down low, you can catch something anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how this world is coming to a whole new different thing since we was kids, man. I mean, when we were kids, only thing you was worried about is getting somebody pregnant. Now you got to worry about anything. So I think the side chicks, and when I say chicks, I'm not talking about just women. I'm talking about men too. Because I don't want to say peace, but I believe that stuff is going to be out there forever, and I just say, if you one of them, protect yourself. Protect yourself. You know. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Somebody, I'm trying to think of who it was, I can't remember. But they was talking about a situation. The person married their side chick, and the relationship with the spouse, the ex-spouse, was awful. What do y'all think about that? Should it be accepted, or should it be awful? Especially you ladies. How do I mean?
Should it be accepted that he married the side? Should it be accepted that he married the side chick? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, because he fell in love with her. I mean, you know, I mean, it's not much.
What can you do?
But yeah, there's nothing you can do about it but divorce. I mean, you know, that's who he chose to be.
You got to have that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just
but if you have
adult.
kids, you still got to have that relationship. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you just have to be adult about it and work it out.
Yeah.
Especially if there's kids involved, you just have to be grown.
Yeah. You can't say no. You can't see her. You know, he's gonna see her still because he's already told you that he's gonna marry her. So you can't say no. You can't marry her.
It's just,
what was the Tyler Perry movie? What was the Tyler Perry movie where the guy, he was a construction worker, married this lady, and she started dating the white boss, and
the Family That Prays.
Yeah.
And she finally told her husband that he wasn't the man that he was. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And of course, they all got into it, and the guy that she was having an affair with ended up leaving her. He went back to her family, and it was just a hot mess. But that's reality in a lot of cases, so you just got to be very mindful when families are involved, like you said,
Jackie says she watching that right now.
Jackie.
Well, it was one of those Tyler Perry movies. His homeboy was fooling around. Then he got in a wheelchair. And
you're talking about the very first one, Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
The Mad Black Woman.
Mm-hmm. That was his first one, I think.
See, and that thing, that Mad Black Woman thing, I'm gonna say it for the brothers. Tyler Perry started that. We didn't start that.
She went back and helped him though, and then she went back and helped him and everything, and got back with him. And then she knew that she didn't love him like that anymore, and so that's why she ended up being engaged to the other guy.
I think she felt a sense of obligation to help him since his side chick who he wound up marrying, she left him when he got sick. And so she had a heart of gold. And then
she threw that man in the bathtub.
And she should have. And she should have. The way he treated her, she should have.
She threw him in the bathtub and said, "Stop blowing them bubbles." You know?
Whatever. She should have threw him under the bus and in between the train and everything else because he deserved it. The way he treated her, drug out on the porch by the head of her hair and all.
True.
We're not doing that.
It was awful. It was awful.
Hey.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It is really crazy. You know, and I'm not speaking on. We're not. Well, let me clear this up for the viewers. And the producers talk about he deserved it. I'm just saying. Yeah. And Felicia talked about. Hold on, before I finish my things. Felicia said the spouse had to know the reason why her husband. It was over with them. However, the spouse made it mutual. Hold on, it says see more. Once she healed, okay, so she had to heal. Yeah, and then Jackie said basically the same thing. She said she just didn't do enough. So all I can say is that, you know, when we talk about these things, people out there, this is not us talking about our personal lives or anybody that we know. We're talking about fictitious characters and also about things that we read or saw like in these movies. So I don't want anybody calling me talking about I'm a jerk. But anyway, the whole thing is that what you do as a on the side or whatever, it still hurts somebody. If you break it off with the side one, if you leave, it hurts, you know, and I really don't. I mean, I can say I have never heard of male friends, even my fraternity brothers who, you know, they be players, but except for me and Henry, we go to church every Sunday. We don't do that kind of stuff.
And that ain't got nothing. That has nothing to do with being a player. Going to church has nothing. Prostitutes go to church too.
Well, you can be. I'm not gonna go there. I'll stop.
Go.
G-O.
No, please do.
I'm not going there.
Well, somebody asked this.
Why are side chicks seen as villains?
Right. And you know what? I want to say this. Like a lot of people say, like say for instance, a woman that's dating a married man, she's a home wrecker. No, because he knew he was married anyway. So why is it always she's a home wrecker? He made that decision to have that relationship too, knowing he was married. So why is it always she's a home wrecker? No, you wrecked your own home.
Yeah, you started. That's right. So you could have avoided that.
And nobody can take anybody away from anybody unless you want to go.
Yeah.
Hello.
That is true.
Bam.
That is true. Well, the COO. Hey, what's up, man? But yeah, I just why is the side piece, male or female, whichever one is, why are they the villains? They didn't. I mean, I can see if they was forcing themselves on somebody, or they were
not the villain.
Whatever, but it was mutual. It was mutual. So why? I always believe don't be mad at the other person. Be mad at your spouse because your spouse was the one doing it. Right. She said no. That's what it would have happened.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's for sure.
What you say, Henry?
That's for sure.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You shouldn't be going after the. A lot of times when relationships, the female will get mad with the other female being with her husband or spouse or boyfriend or whatever. But go after him or her. Not after her all the time. Go after him. He's the one that, get his black butt.
Right. Don't go fight the
What if he was white?
And his white butt. Get it white butt. I don't care. Whatever.
Now,
whatever color your butt is gonna get spanked, and not in a good way. I knew you was gonna look at me like that. I'm telling you, fellas, y'all better be careful. You know, 'cause these women now are getting treacherous. You wake up one day tied to that bed with your belly on the bed, spread eagle, wondering what's going on back there. So you better treat that girl right.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You better treat her right.
Okay. Seen that movie a long time ago, Farrah Fawcett, The Burning Bed.
The Burning Bed.
We don't.
The Burning Bed.
You're gonna end up on that show what they call Women Behind Bars.
Yeah.
You be burning some beds. No. What you thinking, Henry? I know you're thinking. I can see that brain just.
I don't know why he don't do Gio.
I'm trying to see if I can say this on Tan TV, but you know, when you reach a certain age, you have to have a colonoscopy. You know, so I went to have my colonoscopy, and this guy said, "This is what this guy said." He said, "Hi, Mr. Pilcher. Hi, come on in, Mr. Pilcher." I turned around and walked out because I said, "You never will put me to sleep, bro."
Hey, I tell all the young cats, man, that's one examination they don't want. My first doctor had one finger looked like both of my thumbs together.
Oh wow!
When he finished with me, I was up against the wall like this because I couldn't run no more. It was just too much. It was too much. I mean, I'm not saying that because you know I do know some fellas that let their woman, you know, use a strap on. I'm not gonna say names because that's what you get when you get drunk. So we left that. All the fellas left at the table. But with that being said, if you're kinky like that, that's your business. No. As long as it ain't no dude up behind you, I'm still gonna call you a man. You know, you just kinky.
You saying that the guy the guy is using a strap on additional to his penis with a female?
Oh, his wife is using a strap on him. Yeah. So, you know, I miss a lot of stuff going on that you need to be safe about. But, you know, why do straight men want anal? That was a question.
Yeah. Why do they?
Why do straight men? We want to do anal or we want anal. You got to, it's
both.
Both ways.
Both. That's a good question.
Man, woman, and a woman, I can see why. Because, you know, sometimes you're trying to change up the difference. But, you know, I was once told, let me do you first and you can do me. And that was the end of that conversation.
That ain't answered the question.
It was in a conversation. The question was, you know, let's do some anal.
I know what the question is, but you ain't answered the question.
I did answer the question. The question was in my situation. Oh, am I gay? No. I don't think I think he's kinky. If a guy does that, I think he's kinky. You know, but I think guys, you know, you asked that question. I was just saying the question, the answer I got was, let me do you first. So they never happened. So as far as
why would you think a spouse, a female, the spouse, why do you think the guy would want her to do a strap on if he wasn't thinking about being maybe gay?
Or tendencies.
Yes.
Somebody told me to answer the question, T-Rex. We'll go with this one. I don't think to me personally, I don't think he's gay. And the reason why I say he's gay is supposedly, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, 2 men or 2 women. Not a man and a woman. That's just kinky sex. That's just my answer. I'm not saying it's right or not. All I can say, if you do it, make sure you get a good shower. Either both of y'all after y'all get done. But all I can say on that is that they just kinky. And that's it. Hold on before we go any farther. Thanks for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with a global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds, and we talking about anal sex right now, I guess. I don't know. But all I can say
That was on time.
Right,
that was on time. Okay.
Let me read something first now. Because Jackie said two things. Jackie said back when we was talking about who was to blame, the man or the woman, Jackie said it's easier to blame the woman, than it is to accept that the man was cheating on someone else. So I want to put that out. So, question, what was your next move? I think that's what he was talking about. And I said, I let it go. It's not a deal to me. He said, I just can't imagine having to do it in the butt. And she wasn't talking about the Dan. And I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think they're gay? Because somebody put that question out. Henry, I guess it's up to me and you. Do you think if one of your boys was drinking and he said that his old girl got to put a strap on him, would he be gay? He could be still a man, I guess, because he's still not a woman. It was not a man.
He could have the tendency. He could, like Vonda said, he could have the tendency. He had the tendencies.
Henry?
I don't have anything to say because this subject make me burp.
Definitely down. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely down. Okay.
Definitely the down low. But at least he's doing it at home, so you're safe.
He may be doing it, but he may be doing it somewhere else too, because he may be, like we said, he may be having the tendencies to do something with a man.
Damn, you just can't be a man and have a side woman. Now you got to have a side man, or if you one of those, what did we call those people last time? I'm trying to think. When they just in the middle, a unicorn. That I don't know what you say, Henry.
Man,
I didn't hear you, Henry.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Henry ain't got nothing to say.
He ain't got nothing to say.
He doesn't like this stuff.
No.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Well, hey, it's an honest question. I mean,
that's
you got to think about all the wives. Yeah.
That's human stuff like all just like all the stuff we've been talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sure they asked for that anal sex with them and they did it or not did it. So that's just kinky sex. But okay, Henry, somebody want to ask us, this is directed to me and you. Why do you straight men ask for anal? Are we asking for a woman or are we asking for a man? Because if we straight, we gotta be asking for a woman.
She said woman. If you straight, you're asking for a woman. She said straight man.
Okay.
Straight man.
Straight man. Okay.
Speaking for myself, I've never in my life asked for that. You know what I'm saying? Because can I say shitty on this thing? Because I won't give my thing a shitty deal, okay?
You already said it. Go ahead.
You already said it. Ask for forgiveness because you already. What is that? What's that saying?
It's easy to say I'm sorry. It is to say I shouldn't have said it. Yes, we got that. We answered the question now. We got to try and find out. Go ahead, Henry.
Yeah, I'm just no. I have no idea. I've never participated, bro. Don't want to participate. So I'm not an expert on this matter. So I have nothing to say.
I mean,
okay.
Sister came on. She just said
Switching
he's
gears.
funny bunny. You know, I know a finger hurt. So like I said before, if I ever went down that road, it had to be one of the bitty bitty ones. Since they don't make bitty bitty ones, I ain't got to worry about it. But I think that a straight man, to answer the question, we did ask that question. He said it was just fun. I mean,
speaking, excuse me.
Go ahead.
Speaking of that, why is it going to what y'all were talking about? Why is it always doing when you're having sex, doing sexual stuff? The straight man and a woman. Why y'all always try to put it in the wrong hole?
I think it just slips that way. That's what I'm saying. Oops, that was a mistake. But now I'm gonna ask this question as a grown man, and you getting your prostrate checked, and they touch your prostrate, and you do ejaculate. So maybe that's why they like it. I don't know, but I felt violated because I had to get a bunch of Vaseline off my behind. So you fellas that you ain't had one yet, make sure you take you some little baby wipes. So you done, you can get yourself pretty clean. Because man, ain't enough taking them little 1 or 2 little tissues, bro. I don't get it. You need to take it. I'm just telling you.
They do check that, but blood tests now. They do draw blood for that now. They don't do that no more.
Yeah, and they also you can send a stool sample in also now. So you
good.
Right. For prostate cancer, you have to go all up in there. It is.
I got a question about it. I got a question about side piece.
Read this one, Vaughn.
Have you all
Okay, go
ahead. Have you all ever heard?
No, go ahead, Vaughn. That's what I said. Go ahead.
Have you all ever heard or had an experience of a side chick disrupting a wedding? When I ask if anybody feels like this marriage shouldn't be or whatever, however the word.
Oh no! Here, I'm his side chick.
Right.
Wait a minute. That man had a crazy woman. He should just left her alone. She came to a person go to a man somebody's wedding. No,
I don't know of anybody. I don't know of anybody who's ever stopped a wedding.
I don't know if she necessarily had to be crazy. I don't think she had to be crazy. You said a crazy woman. Not necessarily.
Unless she brought us some backup with her. Somebody
talking about feelings getting involved.
Bring some backup.
Feelings. That's where it comes in. Feelings getting involved and all that. A question says straight always avoid the anal question, but are comfortable asking.
Okay. All right. So what the question is saying, straight men always avoid the anal question, but are comfortable asking for it.
Right.
Hey, well,
straight men ask all the time.
I can say this, and I'll just say it the way it is. When you have a male, that testosterone, especially in animals, since they don't do it in the butt, they ejaculate to show their dominance on other males. So maybe that's why men don't talk about it. That's why men ask for it, because we're trying to dominate you in that form there. That's just a scientific thought. Not that I only got a bachelor's degree in history, so I can't go tell you that I know what's actually happened. I saw that on the Discovery Channel. But I do want people to know that is a form of domination. So I think that's why a man asks for it, because if he knows if you give it up, then you his. Simple. Next
I can
question
see
there,
that.
Miss Producer. Somebody want to know
Go.
something else? You know,
They just said straight men
just think
ask
that's
all
what
the
it is.
time.
Yeah.
And
No
going
further.
back,
Laura said, go ahead. Laura,
no,
Sheila
she
said
says,
that
she said,
no fear like a
hell
scorned
has no
woman.
fear like a woman scorned. I think she
Right.
may have been
Yeah,
referring
yeah.
to the question that I asked, I think.
Yeah, she is. And that's what I was saying.
And part two of that is, do you think that if the side chick did say, yes, I oppose, do you think she's wrong? He or she, do you think they're wrong?
She posed for me? Did you say pose like picture taking?
No.
No. I said,
Oh.
like if the side chick or side dude, and said, no, I don't think these two should be married because of the relationship they have with the person that's getting married, do you think they're wrong? Somebody, anybody?
I don't think they're wrong. I think that
Somebody says she's wrong. Emmanuel Cole
Nuke
says
said she's wrong.
Yeah,
You said that's a fellow Nuke.
Yeah,
I think they's got their feelings hurt.
Think they're wrong. Yeah, they're in their feelings. They got their feelings hurt, and they now that they are hurt, like you said, nothing like a woman scorned. She just want to bring everybody down. If she's not happy, she gonna want to make sure everybody's not happy. So
that is true. Just like your boy said. What's his name? Dear guy, Tyler Perry. Angry black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that. I'm just.
Why it gotta be an angry black woman?
Well,
why does it have to be that?
Because that's what he said in the movie. That was the title of the movie. That's all I was referencing, the title of the movie.
Okay, I thought you were on the we angry black women thing.
No.
Okay.
I'm not that stupid because it is the year of the redhead. And we got the assassinator down there looking. So she would definitely assassinate me if I said that.
That sure will.
But I just think that it should be an understanding between them.
Yeah, because like somebody said, a side chick is a side chick, and it ain't no debate. There's just side chick is side chick, and it ain't no debate.
Miss Laura said.
It should be a discussion. But you know what's now the script? To flip the script on that, fellas get a little upset when they see they side piece out another dude, and I don't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it ain't yours.
True.
And I seen a frat brother, in Clarksville get upset at homecoming when he was like, "Who's she with?" I'm like, "Dude, that ain't your wife. Don't worry about that." He was like, "Well, so all I can say is this, yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, getting upset over your piece having a piece. It doesn't matter which way it is. That's just how I see it."
If there's a situation where you didn't know you were the side chick, and you figured out later on that you're the side chick, and then you get upset, I don't think that they're wrong. Sometimes, like we talked about in other part one, sometimes you don't know you're a side chick or you're a side dude. You don't know.
But now, come on now, hold on a second. I'm just going to ask the producer out loud. Do we got a couple more minutes? Because this is going to be good.
She said
you a side chick pick.
She said a couple
No,
of years.
No, you don't know. You don't always know. I'm sorry. You don't always
come on now. Well, when you was young, I would say yes.
Well, you may think you're number one, but in reality, he has another woman that he does more with, and you're really second, and you don't realize it because you think you're the only one. So, thus,
thank you, Tan TV. Well, this is how I see it, because you are, and that's your role. So stay in your lane. If you stay in your lane, it ain't no problem. Side relationships never become a problem until somebody gets out of the lane. And that's probably after you start having feelings. What's up, Jeremy? That's probably after you start having feelings. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a good thing and you get your groove on, then that's just it. So, but the answer to that good question is, I don't know why people they feel like that piece. As a younger man, I was dating a few women, and they were doing their thing too. And all I could do was go, the fellas didn't know I was her side piece or she was my side piece. They didn't know that was going on. All they knew
But
was,
when you seen her with,
damn,
but when you seen her with someone else, were you kind of feeling some kind of way?
No, I wasn't feeling. I didn't feel that kind of way. I just
Oh,
didn't.
really?
I like
Really?
just you. It's just you. You see back then. Notice I
so
said back
you
then.
probably just didn't care. But anyway, you must
Right.
you must not have cared for that
That's
person
what it is.
anyway.
And
I
plus,
mean, really.
when I went to visit, I took a big old bottle of Scope with me. If you know what I'm saying. So,
Well, you
that's
just
all
didn't
I
care.
got to say.
You just was getting your groove on. That's all. It wasn't. Yeah, just.
Well, if okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you get a relationship with the side person? Do you fall in love? That if you fall in love, you need to quit that thing before you fall in love because you are defeating the purpose of someone being on the side. Once you
But
involve
sometimes
feelings,
you can't
it's a
feelings. Sometimes you can't discern your feelings on and off. You know what I mean? Sometimes your feelings get involved before you realize it, and then there you are, and then you all caught up.
Jackie said,
said when she was in.
before I married,
Go ahead.
I used to say, if I'm number 2, we're both gonna be number 2. Okay.
Yeah. So in other words, you doing something, I'm doing something too.
Played it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a secret, Henry, and I hope you don't get mad. And Lord said right, my frat brother said well.
He's awful quiet tonight. He's awful quiet, but go ahead.
I'm going to say this for you ladies out there, married, boyfriend or girlfriend, and don't give your boy my number, please don't have him come on the show cussing me out in a tweet because I'm gonna delete it. If your boy's out there having a side piece, you know how to stop it without fighting and fussing. Do y'all know how to stop that? Get you one.
Somebody said, if you see me,
Brothers
mind
don't
your
like
business.
that. Brothers don't like that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say it and go, oh. But you know what? You know what they really do? They go back and talk. And then they get somebody busted. But that's all I got to say. We got to get ready to go. We only have 5 minutes. So, Vaughn, you got anything to say to everybody? I'm pretty sure we might have to do a number 3 or just keep on going one day and finish this out because this is every time we talk. What you got? Say hello, goodbye, whatever you want to say.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. All our family and friends that tuned in, and have a great week.
Wow. Henry.
Man, I'd just like to say great show tonight. Great show tonight. On the serious tip, Don King said it best. King said it best. He said, only in America can you have a guy that was impeached as a president, run for president again, grope a woman, not be arrested, and still run for president, and still lead in the polls. Come on, America.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is true.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Amazing.
Denise?
Amazing.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We've had a good show, and family and friends for tuning in. And Big Daddy's been awful quiet tonight, so makes you go on to say,
Not his type of conversation.
That ain't it, but okay.
I don't think.
What you like?
Sean just tuned in. We about to go, Sean, man. Catch it on the rebound. You can rewind it. But I like to say, everybody, thank you for watching the show. And it's rough. It's rough being the side piece. Either way, so don't do it. So that's all I got to say on that. But thanks y'all for coming in. And if we decide to tell y'all some more, we'll do the same topic next week. peace, grease, and chitlins. We out of here, y'all.
Chitlins and chili.
Play my theme song.
I hate chitlins, but bye.
Chili and spaghetti.